All right, there you go. Now we're on. Look at that. We got people in the comment section already. Probably being sarcastic.
Yeah.
It's going on. Well, it says it's live. I don't know. Can anyone hear me? Because I'm not really seeing it in the...
Christian's usually there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you know why? I gotta mute it. That's why I'm getting... It's looping on me.
Yeah,
right, there we go.
Back when I was talking?
No, I had the volume turned up on the page. That's what happened. So I could hear myself talking. So I think we have Ralph coming in. I don't know where Nora is. She's going to jump in at some point. But right now it's... Oh, there's Nora. Hey, Nora.
Hi,
Hey, Nora.
Bacon. Hi, Ruckus.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you both?
Shut up, Christian. So much professionalism, he says. Not even a hello to the audience. What a bunch of jerks. So, all right, so we don't have Professor, we don't have Warpig. I just want to let you know real quick, we're going to try and keep it to a strict hour because Warpig has Adam Baldwin over on Geek Gab. So I'm sure most of you will want to jump over and listen to that. I know I probably will want to do that too. So.
Oh, I didn't know he did.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to watch if I'm awake.
Yeah, I'll check it out. So definitely right at 9, pop on over to Daddy Warpig's channel and listen to him interview Adam Baldwin. So Professor is, for a change, he's answering some emails, so we don't have him. But I'll have to have an employee meeting about his attitude towards the show. This is 2 weeks in a row now. I don't know if we're gonna write him up, give him a demerit, what we're gonna do.
You know, there was.
I might pull his man card.
Yeah.
I went and even gave him a chili pepper because I felt so bad about cussing him.
You gave him a chili pepper?
I gave him a chili pepper. But it was like, what course do you do? And I was like, don't know. I'll just pick a random one. It was like your course code, and they give you examples. So I just took one of the examples. I was like, the fuck do I know?
Home economics.
Yeah, that's fuck off, Bacon.
So I'd like to welcome King Ruckus to the show too, and I know he was on before when the week that I couldn't come on. I think Kim and Christian hijacked it and did their own thing.
That's Christian. Christian hijacked it. I was just there for the ride.
Yeah, you got to watch your back around that kid, man.
Yeah.
He's awful. I also want to thank King for writing an article for BaconBitsShow.com. He did put up Martial Arts Mondays. He's going to try and do it every week. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, go over to the website, check out his recommendations. I'm going to watch one tonight. Neither one of the movies that you mentioned. I think you mentioned 3, right?
4 of them actually.
4, yeah, and I hadn't seen any of them. So I'm
going to watch. Really?
No, I really haven't. Honestly, I haven't. I don't know that I've ever seen. I know this is awful, but I don't think I've ever seen a Bruce Lee movie.
Oh,
nor have I. I don't think I have either.
Nora's young though. Nora's like, she's 19, so.
Yeah, I forgive Nora. She hasn't seen anything though. She's barely
seen or done anything.
Jesus Christ.
She doesn't have Netflix or a phone. She's Amish. What do you expect from Nora?
She hasn't done anything. Ow. That's me.
So I will watch those, Ruckus, and I'll let you know. But I'm looking forward to it every Monday. So thank you for getting that article up. And I know Ralph reposted a couple of my articles too, so you can get them. You're always going to get them first on BaconBitsShow.com, but on occasion you can get them on the Ralph Retort.
Thanks a lot for posting it, man. I'm just glad to help.
Oh, it's a great article, dude. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Christian wrote an article too. He's got 5 weasel words that game developers use, so you might want to pop over there and check that out. It's a good article. It's got a great featured image that will probably haunt your nightmares.
Basically, we're going to shill the shit out of his website right now.
Excuse me, Nora. When people contribute to my website, I like to thank them personally.
Shill, Bacon, shill harder.
You'll notice I pimped everyone's articles but my own.
Yeah.
Because of my appreciation.
Oh,
So-
Bacon, I like your articles. I like the one that Ralph reposted.
Oh, did you? I gotta ask.
Someone's like, this is a bit highbrow for the Ralph retort, and I just started cracking up because it was so true.
It was too highbrow for the Ralph retort.
Well,
Well, I'll try
Nora,
to take it down a notch.
Nora, are you going to do anything for Bacon's site?
Yeah, sure, if you'd like me to. I don't.
Well, if
Do
you
you know-
eventually watch a movie or play a game, then you can write about that.
Fuck, then no. I have the only game I recently played, and this wasn't even that recent, was The Witcher 3, and I finished it like a couple of times, and that's about it.
Well, write about that then. I don't care what you write about. If you want to write, I'll put it up. Just write about whatever you want.
Aw, that's so nice, Bacon. I'll do something for you then, because the only way Ralph gets me to write shit for him is he emotionally blackmails me. It's
wow.
just, and it works, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I could write something.
I know, Jay. I'm a plebe for not watching Bruce Lee movies. I am going to watch them. I swear to God I am. Look at that. I talked about Ruckus's articles and got nowhere to write one for me, and we lost like 4 viewers. Bunch of assholes. They come in looking for Ralph. That's what it is. They come in looking for Ralph. We're more big, and then they take off.
Where is he? Where is Ralph?
He said he might be a couple of minutes late, but he should be on here in a second now.
Doing?
I don't know. He's always late. You know Ralph's always late. When's Ralph ever been on time?
Well, you know what? You say that when I went to pick him up from the airport, he was like 2 hours late.
See?
Walking out, and I was just like, did he just prank me or something?
All right. Well, let's talk. I want to talk with Ruckus a little bit about the. I don't think because you probably didn't watch the Super Bowl. Is that right, Nora?
I did.
You
Thank
did
you
watch
very
it?
much. I watched it from start to finish.
I thought you.
Oh, she watched more than I did. I only watched like the second half.
I thought
watched
you said
all
you didn't have a TV, so I don't know.
I watched it online.
Oh, you watched it online. Okay. Well,
And I
all right.
watched the BBC stream, so if anything about the ads, I don't know anything.
I was going to get into Sarkeesian and Twitter, but I want to wait for Ralph to jump on to get into that one. So I think we'll just do the Super Bowl thing here. You know, you watch the Super Bowl, you try to have a good time. You think there's a couple of days of the year you think you can get away from these SJW outrage culture assholes, and you can't. They have to jump right in there and get. Now they say they're not humorless, joyless people, but what they do, they spend hours during and after the Super Bowl getting upset at commercials, and almost all of the commercials, not just one or not just two, but several of the commercials. So I think we should talk a little bit about that. First of all, we had the Narel group. They were upset with the Doritos commercial because it showed a fetus acting like a fetus, and then they were upset with the car commercial where Chris Hart, I think, follows his daughter around on a date to make sure she doesn't get up to anything, and that somehow was, I don't know what that was, stealing her autonomy and stalking, they called it. Which,
what?
Yeah, well, you can look up the tweet. That's what they called it. I mean, they said not cool to steal your daughter's autonomy and stalk her on a date. Whatever the car. They tweeted it at the
Just
car
don't
company.
be the typical protective dad. Like, no, you should just let her fuck and just not feel worried about her when she goes on her first date or something. Nope, not at all. What
Right.
the
Well,
fuck?
you know what? It didn't even end. First of all, let's not. I think the irony of that whole screed of theirs, that whole rant, was that if more concerned fathers paid attention to what their daughters are up to on dates, then they might not have to need the abortions that they pimped in their second tweet. So, I mean, that's the way I see it, right? I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is. I mean, you can't just laugh at something. You gotta just you have to get offended and carry on about it. It's just absurd. And then the other one was the Black Lives Matter group. They tweeted at the Prius. They tweeted at Toyota that, and I don't know if anyone saw that commercial, but maybe if you didn't, it was 4 guys. They kind of playfully robbed a bank, jumped in their Prius, and then they took off. And then it was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I know which one
You saw that one?
Yeah, it had 2 of the guys from The Wire in it, actually.
Yeah, 2 of the guys from The Wire. That's right.
Yeah.
So their problem was that they tweeted at Toyota that how sad is it that I watched your commercial and I knew because there were 4 white guys they wouldn't be slaughtered by the police in their getaway. That was the big deal with that one.
Ah.
Fucking people. Jesus, man. It's
Commercial,
hilarious.
right, man? I mean,
Yeah. They get angry over that. Come on.
that's what they were mad about, for real. That's what they were angry about. So I don't know what to make of that because I think that these guys, the Doritos commercial to me was hilarious. I saw it in the preview. They had like a preview thing on NFL Network, and I saw it early, and I thought it was a riot, and everyone thought it was a riot. I don't because a fetus. I mean, do they think that fetuses really chase Doritos around, or what is their issue?
Bacon, you have kids. I'm pretty sure all your kids were like that.
I can tell you what I think their issue with it is, and I don't want to get into an argument about it, I don't want to have, the show's not about abortion or anything, but I can tell you my personal opinion on what their problem with it is that if you start to, they said way to humanize a fetus. Now, first of all, if you watch the commercial, she's getting an ultrasound. She looks to be like 7-8 months, so she'd be well past the point of an abortion anyway at that point.
Oh, I'm watching it now. It's really fucking weird. It's funny, though.
It is. And plus, at that point, they do. I mean, I've seen ultrasounds. I don't know if anyone else has, but they fucking move. I mean, they're at 8 months, they're moving around pretty good in there. So.
Fucking the fetus tries to get out of her. That's so funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious. So they don't want. They said it humanizes fetuses, which at 8 months are basically humans. But I think the reason that they're against it is because. It's basically the same reason that if you walk into a casino in Vegas, they give you poker chips and take away your money, because after a while, you forget what you're playing with. You forget that it's actually money, and I think that's their goal. They don't want that. They don't want you to start seeing it like, whether you're pro-abortion or anti-abortion. I think the one thing that's important is to at least be honest about what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's what they want to stop. They don't want you to actually stop and think about what it is that you're doing. And that's why I get the poker chip analogy, because Vegas wants you to forget that you're playing with actual money, and they're just trying to cloud the issue. And there's no good reason for it. I mean, there's plenty of studies that will show you that if a woman goes into an abortion well informed, she's a little less likely to suffer from crippling depression afterwards. So whether you're pro-abortion or not, the fact remains that if you just are open and honest about what it is that you're doing, you're less likely to suffer the consequences later on, and you're probably, maybe you're less likely to do it, but so what? That's none of your business. If they change their minds about it, that's none of your business. So that's what they're upset about with the Doritos commercial. They're just trying to. It's a bait and switch, like Vegas balls.
At a certain point, if I think, my personal view is if a fetus can, you can have the baby and it can live outside the womb, then, it's a baby. Before then, I usually call it a fetus. That's just my own thing, though, because I feel like when I was at school, and this is a recent thing they started doing, before our year, they weren't really doing it because I had a lot of Muslim girls at my school, and they would take the parents would stop the girls from going to these classes if they talked about places to find birth control, or places that you can get condoms for free, if you can, because in the UK we get free contraception. And they would take them out, and they would take them out if pro-abortion or anti-abortion people came in and talked about, the facts about having an abortion and how women get depressed afterwards, or like what the fetus looks like out of the body. Like, they would show us these images and that they can feel pain at certain points. And they weren't really doing it before because they were like, oh no, it damages my daughter to see these images and such like that. And you're like, you're not preparing her for the possibility of anything like that happening.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I say you should go into it with open eyes. I mean, there shouldn't be a thing where you just try to hide what you're doing. I mean, there's no good reason for it. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you have to go into understanding what it is that you're doing, what the stakes are. That's what they do in Vegas. That's why they take your money, so you forget what the stakes are, so you forget you're playing with the actual cash. I mean, it's the same principle is what they're after. And plus, I know you're 19 and you've probably never, I don't know if you've ever seen an ultrasound, but the woman in that commercial was about ready to go anyway. So
yeah, she was
way past the abortion stage. Now, the other commercial was the kind of ties into the Beyonce thing, which she later has now admitted that it was a celebration of the radical Black Panthers group. And
oh, it was, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Black Rays, yeah.
Right, and they held up a sign of justice for I'm forgetting the kid's name now.
I forget too.
Well, I read
Yeah, I
his
don't remember.
story. Okay? I read the story on this kid that they want justice for. Okay, he's from San Francisco. He came into he was into gangs at an early age, and on that particular day, he had stabbed a passerby. They don't even know why yet. I guess still for no apparent reason, or maybe he stepped on his shoe, or I don't know. Something pissed him off, and he stabbed the passerby. When the cops came after him, he told the cops, "You better be ready to pull that trigger and fucking kill me." That was the quote. It was given by several different eyewitnesses to the account, and then they shot him because he wouldn't drop the knife and he kept going after him. So this is what, some of the Beyonce dancers were holding up signs for, that they want justice for this kid, which I think, a lot of thinking rational people might say he got the justice that he deserved.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And if their message was maybe more like, drop the weapon when a cop tells you to, then they could actually save a life here or there, instead of just perpetuating this outrage at some gangbanger who had stabbed someone 10 minutes before he was shot. The problem with this whole movement is if you want to be taken seriously, you have to be a little more discerning about who it is that you want to defend. You can't just defend any thug that, not everybody who gets shot by the cops is innocent. Some of them deserve it.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, this motherfucker, if this was my son who got shot, I'd be like, yeah, you should have got shot.
Right, or if it was you that got stabbed, or someone that got stabbed,
Yeah,
or if your husband was a cop, or your brother was a cop,
Yeah.
would you want him standing there with this? I mean, this isn't rocket science here. If you want to find a real injustice and then you want to tout that, okay, fine. But if you want to pick anybody, I mean, they literally do this every single time. The Black Lives Matter crowd, and I didn't even know Beyonce was that into it, but
it's this new thing that she started doing.
If they just do it every single time. So you have to pick and choose a little bit about who it is that you think is innocent, and then pick your cases, and then proceed from there. But you can't just do it every single time someone's arrested or shot or tasered. It's just that's how people refuse. That's why they won't take you seriously. Oh, hey Ralph, I didn't even see you jump in there, buddy. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
What's going on, Ralph?
You came in mid rant, man.
Yeah, man. I'll just let you go, dude. No reason to cut that off. So yeah, man. How you guys been? Sorry I was a little late.
Oh, doing pretty well, man. I got to tell you, I was a little nervous about that article that I gave you because I thought I was going to get a firestorm, but nothing happened, so I feel good.
Yeah, I liked it, man. It was really good. Some readers commented on the comment section there, and they enjoyed it too. So.
Oh, did they really? I didn't even look. I mean, I ran that by Ruckus first, actually, because I was a little bit afraid.
Aww.
So.
If it was shit, I wouldn't have let him run it.
Really?
I know. I ran it by him and Harry, both of them, just to see, if the, but
It was a good article, man. There was really nothing wrong with it.
It's too highbrow for us.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for someone from Ralph's site to come over and attack me because that seems to be like what they do, but nothing ever came of it. So I guess I'm good and anonymous over here. I like it. So Ralph, Warpig's gonna have Adam Baldwin on at 9 o'clock, so you probably should jump in over and listen to that because I'll try and cut out right at 9 so we can hear it. That lucky bastard.
I heard about that. I should have tried that myself.
We were supposed to have him on back when we had the DLC show. He was going to be an upcoming guest. We were getting ready to announce it when the producer pulled the plug on that show. So I was pretty close to getting him.
Damn, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I know. I'm pretty mad. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty based, I gotta say.
All right. Well, now that you're here, I think we'll go into the second. I'm sorry, Ruckus. Did you have anything you want to add about those Super Bowl commercials? Because I talked right over you, buddy.
No. Everything was good, man.
Ralph, I'll catch you up. We were talking about the SJWs who got outraged over Super Bowl commercials. That was the first 20 minutes here.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that. It was pretty much ridiculous.
Right, as it always is. As it always is. So I want to get into this Anita and Twitter thing now because Ralph did write an article about it and I didn't bother because he already you're always beating me to that. I don't know how you're always you saw it. I guess I don't know. You were up before me that day or something. You caught on.
I usually see like the story today. I actually saw it first, and I didn't. For some reason, I didn't bother writing about it. The St. John student that threatened the other one over the Trump sticker, but it ended up getting into the Daily News, so I went ahead and recapped it later on. So
nice.
yeah, I'll usually see it during the middle of the day if I'm on Twitter all day.
And if he doesn't, then other people make sure to.
So you
Well, that
were onto
sounds
the Anita thing pretty early, getting appointed to the, what's the name of the board again?
It's Twitter,
Trust.
Twitter
safety and trust, I think.
Yeah, Safety and Trust Council.
Actually, that came out in like the middle of the night, and I saw Cernovich tweeting about it, and I still waited 2 or 3 hours and put out the story like 7 a.m. or so, something like that, and then yeah, it took off. So.
Well, I read your story on it, and then I went over and I read Jack's tweet about it, and I read some of the other. I saw some of the. Actually, you know, that's funny because someone retweeted a woo thing about it, and when I clicked on her, I noticed her, whatever. That she unblocked me. So I was blocked, and now I'm not. I don't know what that means, or
Who?
woo.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
That's,
that means that she just stopped using whatever blockbot it was that picked me up in the first place, or if she did it on purpose, or I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming I'm still
mine,
blocked.
actually.
Let me
Check
check.
mine. No, I'm still blocked.
I never interacted with her, and I was blocked, so I don't know why. All of
That's
a
the
sudden,
same with Arthur too. He uses that black bot.
He probably uses that too.
yeah, I think he does. Here we go. With
Sorry.
that.
Yeah,
I love that laugh, man.
I'm blocked. I'm still blocked.
You're still blocked. All right, so I don't know why I'm unblocked. I have no idea why. Unless I said something about her, and then someone pointed it out to
She's
her.
gonna
And that's
try to
just,
turn you.
yeah, I mean that. Now I see that as soon as I saw that she unblocked me, I thought maybe someone said something to her about I don't know what I might have said about her recently, and maybe she's trolling through my tweets trying to report me for something. I don't know, but I'll let you know if I get nuked. You'll know
Yeah,
why.
I've started in the last week or two. If anybody like, I'm just blocking people that are trying to report me, trying to fuck with me, because they've been trying to take down all my social media accounts ever since this stuff with Wild Goose. So pretty much, if you're talking a lot of shit, if I see you like highlighting my tweets, trying to get me reported, you're getting blocked quick. So I don't even care. No apologies. Blocking motherfuckers quick.
I think we made Professor nervous too because someone was saving tweets between him and me and him and you and stuff like that. So I think we might have scared him off. I don't know.
They were using that tweet save, or?
Yeah, they were using tweet save. He searched his handle and he found a bunch of tweet saves. So I don't know. And because of his position at a university, you know, there's always a chance that someone will try to make trouble for him. And I think it's actually happened before. It wouldn't be a first. So.
Oh yeah, sure. I imagine it has.
All right. So what I guess we should get into there is that these tweets, like the Jack tweet, which really to me is you know, Twitter is about truth to power, but it's also about safety. And I think Anita tweeted something similar, and I think Hamburger Harper might have also said, you know, jumped in there about that. And I've had enough with these people. The words safety and violence shouldn't be anywhere in a sentence with online or Twitter. It doesn't make any sense. If you truly think that you're not safe because of Twitter, then get off Twitter. Unless you're suicidal. If you think you might die from Twitter, then you should probably not be on Twitter. I don't understand. You know, to me, if you string the words online and violence together, you're automatically a fucking retard, in my opinion. There are places in the world where if you're gay, they'll throw you off a building. If you're Christian, they'll cut your head off. If you're a kid, they'll turn you into a child soldier. If you don't, you know, get enough blood diamonds out of the mine, they'll lop your arm off. Sierra Leone, for one thing. That is violence. That is not. Those are people who aren't safe. Online violence is not a thing. Stop saying it. It doesn't exist. No one's killing you over Twitter. I don't understand. When Jack tweets that stuff out, does he know that people laugh at him? I don't understand why he thinks that there's such a thing as online violence or Twitter safety.
My whole thing is, if you're legitimately threatened with violence, report that shit to the police. I mean, that's what they're there for. If it's a credible threat, they will look into it. They will investigate. They might possibly arrest somebody. If somebody's just talking shit or something like that, that's not violence. Anita has such a wide definition. Just disagreeing with her. Repeated disagreement. What was it she said in the UN? I'll have to pull up the article, but
yeah, she did say that.
it was
Calling her a
so-
liar.
Yeah, she said something like calling her a liar or saying that she was full of it. Even though it wasn't violent, it's still a lot of people going after her. So, you know.
yeah, let me
would do
see if I
something
can.
like that.
Right.
Mom
I mean-
actually.
I'm
Ridiculous.
sorry, man, but there's no such thing as online violence, and I'm not going to change the definition of violence to suit their.
Yeah, here goes. According to feminist culture critic Anita Sarkeesian, let me go away. According to feminist culture critic Anita Sarkeesian, who spoke at the event, online harassment doesn't simply consist of what's legal and illegal, but also, this is her direct quote from her, the day-to-day grind of you're a liar and you suck, including all these hate videos that attack us on a regular basis. So it's hate videos if you disagree with Anita on a regular basis.
So this is who he puts on his council. As his stock tanks, and as he unverifies Milo, and as the entire country, with their rather unexpected support of Donald Trump, demonstrates that they are sick and tired of political correctness, these are the people he chooses to put on his panel.
Yeah, now see, somebody also told me Crash Override and Zoe were on there, but I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see them.
I don't think she's actually on there.
I didn't see Crash Override.
If she was on there, that'd be hilarious. She's the biggest fucking troll ever.
Yeah, her and maybe Harper will make it on there too. Set yourself on fire, Harper.
Harper's was OAPI or something like that. I didn't see her on there.
I didn't see it either. I looked for her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just tired of people saying things like that. I'm just so sick of people saying the online violence, the Twitter violence. It just doesn't exist, man. I mean, if you really think your life is threatened by being... Now, look, Sarkeesian makes her living being a victim, so I can understand why she constantly pipes that out there, because every time she says that she fears for her safety or that she's being harassed, there are people who will believe it, and then they'll run over and they'll give her money. I mean, I understand it's victim bucks, but still, when people like Jack start to take it seriously, then we have a real problem, because that's it's fiction. She makes it up, and then she goes and collects money. That's all. There's no reason for a legitimate company like Twitter to get involved in this, and they already know that they've alienated a certain segment of their user base. No, the numbers don't lie, and they're all over that. Not just the number of Twitter users that the new users are down, but the fact is that less people are interacting with their Twitter accounts than before. That's from a Forbes article. No one's making that stuff up, and there's a reason why this is happening. It's the shadow bans. It's the bans without explanation. It's the things like banning Ralph's cat, banning Nora without telling her why. These are the reasons why people aren't coming back, and this isn't going to help. If anything, it's going to make it worse.
Well, that's the whole thing. The rules are not applied evenly. They're not explained properly, and I think that's about as on.
Hollaback is on there. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I saw it listed. Who is that? Do you know who that is, Ralph?
That's somebody trying to stop supposed street harassment. I looked them up on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I remember them. They had that video that went viral. I don't know if you guys remember. I think it was them. It was a girl walking through the streets of New York.
Oh, the 10-minute one?
I think that was them. I believe so.
Oh, that idiot. Jesus.
Yeah, and then they cut it up. So yeah, that was them.
So it's just a bunch of leftist radicals on there. That's what it is.
I know Mr. Medicare was talking about that. He wasn't too happy. They were on the committee, so.
The Wahid Institute is on there as well, which I found kind of funny.
The what?
The Wahid Institute.
Oh, I thought you said the Weed Institute.
That's what I thought you said.
Damn, hold up, they made one call, right? But, no.
No, the Wahid Institute.
So it's entirely
it's seeding pure, peaceful Islam, moderate Islam.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of anti-Gamergate left-wing radicals that are on that panel, and it's not equal representation, and it's not going to stop anything. It's really not going to do anything except for accelerate the death of their service. Which at this point you almost have to wonder. It's almost intentional. I mean, he's got to know when Milo trends #1 for what 30 some hours, 31 hours. And when Rip Twitter trends #1 for almost 48 hours, and it's always in reaction to them doing something left-wing, politically, then they should understand that they're alienating 50% of their users, and they just don't seem to get it.
I don't think Twitter should be choosing a side. That's the part that, I wouldn't be okay with them choosing, more of a right stance or a left stance. They shouldn't. They should just stay out of it. They should be the platform, not driving people a certain way.
Right. Well, that's what Jack said. Twitter was about speaking truth to power. He said, but when people speak to him, he is the power of Twitter. He just ignores it and does what he wants anyway.
And he just lied if you notice, last week he tried to say the timeline change isn't coming, blah 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 blah, and then today it turns out it was exactly what the media had reported, and it is going to happen. And not only that, it's not. It's already set up. Like I wouldn't have a big problem with it if they gave the users the option and they didn't change the default timeline, and they said if you want to opt into this, go ahead. But that's not how it's going to work. You're going to have to opt out to be able to get away from it. And I don't know. It might not end up being that bad a change, but it's changing the nature of the service. They're not even gaining users. You would think they would be trying to please the power users, but that's not been their strategy so far. I saw somebody today. You know, they lost 2 million users.
Yeah,
which is fucked. And I was listening to NPR on the way back from the store, and they tried to say user growth was flat. It's not even just flat; it's down. I mean, they're losing users, and it's shit like this that's causing it. Somebody in an article I read today speculated that maybe they should try to do some, premium tier or something like that, because the people that use Twitter, the diehards are diehards and they love it. So they need to figure out a way to extract some money out of these people, myself included. Janet's talked about it, selling badges, doing stuff like that, charging people to create their own little safe spaces if they want, have like little private Twitter communities and stuff like that. No, I mean, it makes sense. But
it's a safe space. I'm sorry, I just started laughing. So every time I hear it, it's a joke, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
it is a joke. It is a joke. Well, I mean, look, the thing is with the reason why, I mean, what I wrote that article about the algorithm, and I really truly believe what I said in there. I don't think it's about the algorithm. I think it's the fact that Twitter users don't trust them to use an algorithm fairly to order our timelines. I think that they're going to weight it. They're going to give the Sarkeesians of the world a little more weight, and they're going to give the War Pigs and the Ralphs are going to be. That's what I don't. It's not all about the algorithm. It's just that we just don't trust you.
It's not just the idea, like you said, it's going to make it easier to censor, easier to shape the narrative and stuff like that. I saw a tweet from somebody today, and it was from the Android app. I haven't checked it myself, but apparently there's a thing where you can mute accounts that have quote low quality tweets. I don't know who's making that decision. What? Yeah, that's real. I'm probably still going to write a little hit about that later, but I'm going to check it on my own app first. But yeah, and so who's making those decisions? Who's deciding who gets featured? Now, in theory, they're just going to feature the people you personally interact with more, no matter who it is. But I don't know if that's actually how it's going to work.
I feel like it's on Facebook, like if you accidentally followed BuzzFeed once, and like your whole timeline was just BuzzFeed, like the priority was given to BuzzFeed. That's kind of. I feel like that's going to happen to Twitter.
Yeah, it is going to happen. That is what's going to happen. And plus, look, they're already up to. There has been no official thing on it yet, like the shadow ban thing, and I know Ralph, I think, has written on this before, but there was a time for a period last week where all of a sudden I couldn't search Daddy Warpig's tweets. I couldn't see them. They stopped appearing in my timeline for about 24 hours, and he was tweeting on the hashtag, and when I would click the hashtag, he wasn't there. So I don't know. And in fact, there was a few that he tweeted right at me that I didn't even see. I didn't even get the mentions. So there's no way that that's accidental. I don't know what that is. And the same thing happened to Women's Truth about a week ago.
Yeah, I don't know if that is or just a glitch or what, because their shit's buggy. So anyway, yeah, go ahead, Nor.
No, I just yeah, sometimes they do censor the tweets if it seems like it's threatening. It doesn't show up on your
right. Well, I mean, if it was a glitch, it would be a whale of a coincidence because he was hammering. Daddy Warpig was hammering the RIP Twitter hashtag, and then all of a sudden, boom! I couldn't see him anymore. So I don't know if it's
Daddy Warpig. Sometimes if you, I don't know. I'm not making an excuse for Twitter. It's very possible that they did that, but a lot of times if you start rifling off a lot of tweets in a row, they'll start fucking with you. I know he's had his DMs locked before, I think, and stuff like that. He tweets a lot, so I don't know.
Well, that's true. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing, but then it did happen to Women's Truth just a week ago, and I don't even know what she could have done. She's pretty innocuous as far as I can tell. I don't think.
Yeah, I have no idea what she could have done because she's.
See, she does that thing every Tuesday, right, where she has a hashtag and they watch a movie, Movie Tuesdays or something. I don't remember what the hashtag is, but she was tweeting with that hashtag, and there was only like 10 tweets on it, so you can tell right away. You look at it, and she wasn't there. She wasn't on it, so they were not allowing her to tweet on a tag apparently. And she tried a few other different ones, and it was the same story. So I don't know what I don't know what the deal is with that. If you don't call that a shadow ban, I don't know what you'd call it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know that I've gotten really careful about things I tweet. A lot of times, if I think it's controversial, I go back and delete shit. I don't care. I'm not gonna make it easy on these fuckers to ban me. And some people are like, just get banned, go down to Cloud Smoke. Fuck that. I got a website. I'm trying to spread my stories. I'm not trying to just go and get banned easily.
Right.
So
Yeah,
if I show something on StreamUp and it's might be against copyright, I'll go back through and delete all the tweets where I promoted that. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm doing. Like even tonight, I wrote a story calling this Black Lives Matter dude a thug because I mean he is a thug with the way he threatened this girl over a fucking sticker. But I'm even sitting here thinking about going back and deleting that later on tonight, just because they're looking for any excuse, especially now with this council. Who knows what they're gonna say is threatening or speech or I don't know. They're looking for pretext to throw motherfuckers off. And
yeah, that's something I meant to ask about before when Nora mentioned threatening. Like, have they gone into that at all? Like, what they consider a threat or abuse or whatever? Have they said anything new about that, or is it just the same bullshit they've been doing?
Yeah, see, they're intentionally vague about what it is, so they'll be able to ban people. Now, the thing about it is, I'll say I've been locked 4 times since August. Had my account locked on a 12-hour ban, and I did give them credit in my article for instituting that. It's like a new punishment. Used to they just straight ban people, but now they got an account lock. Most of those locks were all bullshit except for maybe one, and so. I'm going to defend it too much, but at least that's a new level that they had before they just straight ban people. Now, then again, they just banned Nora for no reason whatsoever and didn't give her a lock, didn't give her anything, didn't even give her a reason for the longest. And then what did they end up saying? It was spam?
Yeah, spam accounts.
It's just total
and
lie.
Then I emailed them back and I was like, yo, I don't have any other accounts. And then they just emailed me back, you have violated Twitter rules. And do not respond to this email. And I was like, but I just, what?
So there's no good reason. They just said you violated it. They didn't tell you what rule.
No, they were just like, you violated Twitter's rules. And I just like sent something back to them recently now, actually like a couple of hours ago, and I was like, that makes no sense.
That is just ridiculous.
I sent them another appeal like, I'm so confused to what like they mean because they told me I broke the rules and then I'm like I didn't break the rules. Here's why I haven't broken the rules, and then just email me back. But you've broken the rules anyway, so don't reply to this email. Okay.
Well, that makes sense. What about your cat, Ralph? Did you ever get any explanation for that?
Nope, I never got anything about it. Not only the cat, they banned my subreddit account. And I still got no reply on that. They banned my backup account that I wasn't even using, but I had planned to start using it to just like tweet out links. And then
you have to email them again with an appeal, telling them they haven't answered that appeal because that's what
I'm gonna have to.
do.
I don't know, but it's all bullshit. And I've thought about emailing them back, but then again, I've thought about just starting the new accounts. But see, the thing about it is, you got to be careful because they're looking for every pretext to throw people off, and so. If I'm very wary about starting new accounts now because they'll try to say you're, starting all these multiple accounts for the same use, which isn't true. But I don't know, man. I'm pretty much I'm walking on eggshells in some regards because I don't really want to get my account banned. So
that's unfortunate, man. Nobody should. That's not what the service was supposed to be about, and I somehow don't think that this council is going to make it any better. It's just. That's what the Crash Override movie should be about. Can you just imagine Ralph having to walk into like a room, like a courtroom, and there's like Sarkeesian and Hamburger Harper, and he's got to like defend his Twitter account.
Oh my God, is that actually happening? By the way, has there been any more news on that?
No, that's somebody optioned it, but there's no fucking way they're gonna make that.
Yeah, I said that when the story broke. So we'll see if it ever gets made.
I kind of want it to get made. No.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. It'll be funny, probably.
Oh my God, Ralph, please let there be you in there.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Make sure they plug your website, like they go on your website, please.
I want Jonah Hill to play me. I'm on record as saying that.
That'd be fucking awesome, man. That's awesome casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get who's playing you, King? Denzel?
Me? Am I even in the movie, man? I'm like
Is King black?
You gotta get Michael.
Is he black?
Michael B.
Yes,
Jordan.
I'm black.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
black.
black.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Really? Wow,
Why did-
that's
Wow,
hilarious.
why would I know?
Nora was raised Muslim. That's why we called the show the Diversity Hour.
You need to get Michael B. Jordan to play King
Michael B.
Rebels.
Jordan? Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
did you-
Creed. I gotta see that movie, man.
Oh,
never seen it.
I was just about to ask you if you saw. You haven't seen it yet?
Nah, not yet. I'm definitely gonna see it though. This Ralph was
King, you
talking
gotta
about
see
it.
man. It's
Oh,
awesome.
it's so
You,
good.
Ralph, Daddy, Warpig. Yeah.
I gotta watch the. I gotta tune into the Oscars just to see if Stallone wins that. But other than that, I could care less.
I hope he
So-
does.
Remember the
Yeah,
fake
someone-
trailer for Crash Over? Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny.
That was a good trailer. I like that trailer. So Ralph, what do you got coming up here now? You got an article you said coming up about you got a follow up to the Safety Council? Is that what you're?
Well, I did think about doing an article, and this is just, I haven't talked about this before, but I thought about doing an article and going through everybody on the list, because when I first wrote this story, I wanted to get it out. I didn't really have time to go through meticulously. Of course, Anita was right there in big letters. That was easy to hit. But to go through everybody on the list and kind of profile some of the problem characters, and I think I am going to do that. I got a story about Milo's meetup I'm still going to put out tonight. A video on Facebook I'm not sure has gotten a lot of attention where some Black Lives Matter had hit somebody in the face.
I don't think people caught that though.
Yeah, I don't think they caught it, so I'm going to go ahead and put that out. See, that's actually what's coming out next. I'm going to do a video on Trump, basically making my Trump article that I wrote in support of Trump into a video and adding a little bit more to it. Other than that, just whatever rolls in my way.
Other than all this work, nothing.
Nah, but I mean, every single day there's new shit happening, so I just kind of roll with whatever comes out. There's never a shortage of things to write about.
No, this is definitely not. What are you playing right now, Ralph? Anything?
You know what? It's funny you mentioned that. I might actually try to play it the last 20 minutes or so. I got Madden 16 for $20 over the weekend for the Super Bowl deal. I have a PlayStation card and a PlayStation credit card, and I've spent like $2,000 on it, and so I got a free, super deal. I got a free $20 PlayStation Store gift card, so I basically got Madden for free. It looks pretty fucking sweet, I gotta say. So yeah, I've been playing that. Of course, I still got Metal Gear to beat. I play a lot of NBA. I'm a sports game fan. So
I
play
never
NBA
got
too,
into
'cause-
those. Never was fun for me. I think I played WWE a couple of times, but it's
Well,
not
you-
fun.
Yeah.
Ralph, I forgot too. I
It's
wanted
a
to ask.
PlayStation Mecca. It's a PlayStation credit card, and then they gave me a $20 PlayStation Store gift card for having spent $2,000 on my credit card.
So I like that game actually. I have the Madden. I got that Madden game.
You on PS4?
I had it. Yeah, I had it on PS4. It was a buddy's. I borrowed it. He has it back. I can try and get it again though. We'll play.
Yeah, man, we might have to play. You'll probably kick my ass. I noticed one of the things I noticed so far was they have different ways to catch the ball now, and you can just do a regular catch, or you can do a run after the catch type catch, and you can do the raising up in the air type catch. So
They fixed the thing too, where sometimes like in the old versions of Madden, if you switched over to the receiver while the ball was in the air, the receiver would just sort of stop running.
Mecca's saying something about Chris Chan in the chat. I gotta be honest with you guys. I only know a little bit about Chris Chan. I know he drew the crazy comics. No, I didn't spend the money on PlayStation, dude. It's a regular credit card. I spent it on, regular type shit, and they gave me a PlayStation card. I didn't spend $2,000 on PlayStation.
I think
It's
Ralph
a regular
justified.
fucking Visa card that I could go. I did buy plane tickets with this motherfucker, so yeah, okay.
He gets
He's got it now. No, man, I'm not
You
spending.
know it's behind, Ralph. You know the stream
Yeah,
is behind.
I know it's behind, but I'm just like, no, I didn't spend $2,000 on games.
Well,
Jesus.
Mac,
I hardly have enough time to play the games I have. I almost didn't even buy Madden because I'm like,
you shouldn't have, but
nah, but it's $20.
you know what my favorite thing about Ralph is that whenever he buys a game, he'll always justify it by saying, "I won't buy a new game. I won't buy a new game because I
It
haven't."
was $20 and it had gotten great reviews.
And
a lot
then
better than
and
Madden.
then he goes buy like that Star Wars game, and then
I
he
should have
buys,
bought that.
and then he bought NBA 2K,
I had
new
to have
one.
that.
Okay.
No, I mean NBA 2K is a must purchase for me every year. That's how good that game is.
Okay. Okay.
NBA 2K, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. No, that's not a joke. Seriously, that's the best sports game every year. Pretty much every year. It's really.
I've been playing the hockey. I like the hockey.
Oh, I haven't. You know what?
What? What was that?
Over here.
Nora?
I think she stepped on a mouse's tail or something.
What about you, Ruckus? What are you playing?
I've just been playing Dead or Alive 5 on PS4. I was playing that before I hopped in the chat here.
Oh, I could. You know what? I kept meaning to. I was gonna get you on. What was that game we were gonna play? Gauntlet. Did you get that yet on PS4?
Yeah, it was free a couple months ago. You have it too?
I have it. Yeah, we gotta play.
Yeah, we should play that. Yeah.
I streamed Rainbow Six for a while. Nora came on and made fun of me and Mataconda because I was just dying left and right on those. I was playing on hard the situations, but they don't have a campaign, so.
Yeah, I saw a bit. I saw a bit of that, man. I saw Mataconda going into you.
Yeah, man. Brutal, isn't he?
When we talk, no, Matt at the end was just like, Bacon, you know, you're a great man because you like pineapple and bacon on pizzas. Like,
well, yes, that's right. I can't argue with that. He's
that's
definitely right
fucking,
about that.
that sounds disgusting. That
It was
sounds...
pineapple, bacon, and hot pepper.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
That's so gross. He made me try bacon. It was terrible. Was it bacon?
No,
or
it
pepper?
wasn't. It was
What?
just small pieces of bacon. Like, you need to try some like real
No, Ethan. I
applewood smoked
couldn't.
bacon, and you'll fall in love. I swear.
No, it smelled absolutely disgusting. He was like, we had to get a pizza, and then he was just like sad because he's like, I can't get a pizza at work because you'll complain about the toppings. I was just like, get whatever, I don't care, I'm not fussy. He gets it, and it's just like so much pork on this fucking pizza. So I end up trying it, and it was like, meh.
Wow, you just hate everything I like.
She doesn't
I
watch
like
Bruce Lee
cake.
movies. She doesn't.
I like cake.
She doesn't have Netflix, own a TV.
Yeah.
Corn is delicious on pizzas.
You know, Netflix.
Ew, man.
I understand. Yeah, it's nasty.
Corn? That's
No,
nasty, bro.
corn adds like a texture to the pizza and adds a little
Nah,
sweetness.
son. They
The
put
fuck
corn.
is wrong with
Ew.
these Americans?
Ew.
Yeah, but
Corn
you
No.
on
know,
pizza?
the thing about Netflix in the UK though, it's not that good in the UK. Like, I can understand. It's a lot of the like the licensings are different. Like certain things they can't show, stuff like that.
Yeah, but all the good shit is on BBC iPlayer, so I don't really feel the
BBC
need.
iPlayer is pretty straight, I gotta say.
Yeah, you know that. So I don't feel the need to go on Netflix and watch all these
I mean,
things.
I'm a fucking like I can get anything. Like I'm about to watch the second episode of that OJ miniseries tonight. So anything that comes on TV, I can download. Doesn't even matter. The only thing about not having cable, which I don't have, like, well, first off, it's a ripoff. Fuck paying $150 a month for that shit. But the only thing is sporting events, you don't get as many. It's hard to see. But even that, there's illegal streams for. So.
Review streams.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of reviews, I'm gonna be reviewing a game called President Infinity. It's like a presidential sim with the candidates and stuff. I played the series for years and years. It used to be called President Forever and then President 2000. It's been around for a while, but they keep updating it and adding new features and stuff. And actually got a review copy. I didn't have to pay for it this time, so a real review copy. I didn't steal it. They actually gave me a review copy, and I'm going to be reviewing that for the site. So
Let's see how Black Ruckus is. Did OJ do it, Christian said.
You guys want to know a funny story? When I was a kid, I was like Team OJ all the way. And I watched the trial. I was 9 years old. And let's see, he got arrested in the summer, I think. All I know is I was watching that shit every single second that I could. And when I would get home from school, it would still only be, even when part of this case, I was in school. But when I got home from school, it would only be like noon out west. So I would still watch that shit then. So, okay, it went from, let's see, the jury was sworn in November 9th, and then October 3rd there was a verdict. So that whole summer I was nothing but OJ trial, nothing but OJ trial.
Child?
OJ trial. Like I was just
I'm sorry, it's that hillbilly accent.
I was a maniac, and I was just like a kid watching all this murder shit. I mean, it was kind of insane to be that young sitting there watching it, but I was totally involved. And I was in school. I was in a Catholic school, and I was, like I said, Team OJ all the way. And there was a couple people at the beginning of my class that were on my side, but by the end, there was literally nobody in the class that was Team OJ. And I was in a Catholic school. Keep this in mind. The trial was so big. I was in the 4th grade by the time the verdict came in. The trial was so big that the teacher turned on the verdict in our 4th grade class. And we sat there. They lined up all the chairs. I was really mad because I didn't think they were going to let us see it. I was talking about leaving school and going home and watching it. I was so pissed. Yeah, and so they turned it on, and we sat there and watched it, and everybody, I remember this white girl, smart-ass bitch, was just like, OJ's going to jail, OJ's going to jail. And I kept the faith the whole fucking time. And as soon as they said not guilty, I jumped up out of my chair and started fucking celebrating. People were looking at me like, you piece of shit. Even the teacher wanted him to go to jail, and she's like, you sit down. She made me sit down and shit. Of course, I mean, he was guilty, probably.
Oh, Jesus, Rob. You've been making enemies since you were 9.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just, I just never forget that memory because everybody's just like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yo, what, you?
Yeah.
You started young, buff.
Yeah.
When I was 9 years old, everyone hated me.
SJW route. I don't know why. I think it was police. I'm not a big fan of the police. And
even at 9?
Yeah, even at 9. And Cochran had set it up like the police had framed him and all this, and Furman carried that blood around the whole time. Ralph was the pioneer for Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Oh no, I was Team OJ, man.
Ruckus, I see you.
What happened?
Ruckus, I see you insulting me in the chat.
Yeah, you put corn on pizza though. That's nasty.
Oh wait, Ruckus, you never answered the question, dude.
What? What was the question?
What about OJ?
OJ? No, he was guilty, man. I mean, what, yo? Oh, you talking about the chat? Oh, so that makes me white then? Because I say he's guilty?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was black. How did everyone know he was black except me?
Because I've been talking to his ass for 2 years. I knew.
Yeah.
Well,
I used to have my picture up.
Okay. Well, you didn't, and you have some white man as your picture now. So what you're trying to say?
He's not white. He's Japanese, man.
Oh, fuck from that.
Oh, Jesus, Nora. Where's Professor? That's discrimination.
I loved your martial
discrimination. Yeah.
I love the martial arts column that you put out, and I was like, yeah, I've seen all those except for Flashpoint.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
Knockabout. Have you ever seen that?
Knockabout. That does sound familiar. Who was in that?
It's Sammo Hung and
oh yeah,
Yao Guin or whatever his name is. Man, it's really good. Knockabout. Fuck, I have to look some of these up because I have them on DVD in there.
Legend of the Drunken Master.
Yep. Legend of the Drunken Master.
That. Okay, I've seen
one. The first one or both of them are classics actually, but the second one is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What else? Knockabouts, Legend of the Drunken Master, the Iron Butcher, Master of the Flying Guillotine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I loaned that to somebody and they fucking stole it. I'd like to beat the fuck out of them.
Jesus, Ralph, I'm over on your site trying to reply to somebody's. There it is. Trying to reply to comments. I couldn't get my email verified for some reason. Would you block me over there?
No,
I did.
On my comments? No, you shouldn't be blocked. I mean, you can sign in with anything. It's Discus, by the way. You need to add Discus to your site. But
yeah, man, I was thinking about doing that. I don't know. But,
you can sign in with Discus, and I think you can sign in with Twitter and Facebook as part of Discus as well.
Please not Facebook.
What's the benefit over just letting it use the regular comments?
Because nobody likes using those type of comments. That's why.
All right, so maybe I should add it then.
Oh, Jesus, Ralph.
I'm just being honest. Like the original WordPress blog comments, nobody likes filling all that shit in. The thing about Discus, nobody. It's very rare. Some sites you can see people using it, but it's only ones that have got like an established base, and they've usually been around for a while. Discus is a lot better. That's what I use because you can sign in, like I said, with Twitter and a bunch of other stuff if you want, so it's easy. And a lot of people already have Discus accounts because the Discus commenting system's been around forever. There's a new commenting system called Spot.im that they tried to sign me up for, and not only is it, can you comment like that, but it also has like a running community chat on your site. It kind of like creates a community there on your site. So That's pretty cool. The one reason I haven't signed up with that is because Discus actually gives me a few measly shekels every once in a while from ads, and Spot IM doesn't have ads yet. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll have to add it then. See what it's like.
Sure.
Well, we got, let's see, about 4 minutes left here. Haven't heard much from you, Ruckus. You're pretty quiet tonight. What's going on?
No, you guys get going. I don't like to you know.
You don't like to interrupt?
Yeah, usually, you guys.
He's like me before. Ralph just spoke over me all the time, and I had to interrupt.
Because Nora, all you say is put shitty toppings on pizza. I don't play games or watch movies.
Oh my god! Fuck you.
We already knew British cooking was awful. We didn't need you to verify.
Oh, damn! You went.
You can't say that to a pregnant lady.
Me bangers and mash.
What are you talking about? You love British food. You need to shut your fucking mouth, you American traitor.
I used to
100
think
days I'll be back in the UK, by the way.
I used to think British food was good because I liked Chef Ramsay, but I think he's Scottish. I don't even think he's British.
No, British food. Come on. We have really good fish and chips. What the fuck are you on about? Kidney pies, awesome, fucking delicious.
Kidney pies. Ah!
What the hell are
It's delicious.
kidney pie? I guess it's
They're made
kidneys,
from
but-
fucking kidneys.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess it's kidneys. Like who's still? No, I don't even
Yeah,
know.
they still. It's
British
like,
and Scotland is part of Britain, so fuck yourself, bacon. He's
Right.
still a
Okay.
For
stereotype.
now, they're gonna try to break away again. But...
Shut the fuck up, Ralph.
good, so you can have kidney pies and haggis then. Two of the most
No,
disgusting things on the
haggis
planet.
is fucking Scottish, you dipshit.
You just said Scottish was part of the.
Yeah, you just said it.
Yeah, but didn't you? I thought we were talking about they're breaking away, so we can have haggis.
You have fish and chips and then some of the most disgusting
Oh,
dishes on
haggis
the
is
planet.
actually very nice.
Corn on pizza. You're eating organs, stomachs, kidneys, and
To be
corn on
fair,
pizza.
when I was there in Britain, I was eating a lot of like different cultures' food, like
He was
Afghani
eating
food
Afghan
and Indian food and shit like that.
Oh,
so.
I'm down with Indian food. I'll take a good curry.
That's the good thing about
Naan is
London
great,
they,
man.
they have
Naan
all
is
kinds
delicious.
of food from everywhere. So.
Spotted dick. Yeah.
That's
a,
spotted dick is.
that's a dessert, right?
It's like a cake. It's really. The cake is very good.
Well, all right. You know what? After this, we'll open up a channel for Nora to have a cook. You can have a cooking show.
You know what? I make amazing triple chocolate cookies. So fuck you. I'm very good at cooking.
I want some cookies when I come back,
Okay, well, ask me nicely.
please.
Okay, I will
Nora,
make
I
you.
want your cookies.
Ugh.
I knew I could make that creepy. That was easy.
Yeah, and Ruckus said like "daddy" earlier, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah, I tried to just keep talking after I said that because I didn't pick up on it.
Nora,
Yeah, he's
you-
right. Dark Vulgar said in the chat their chocolate's better. He's totally right on that.
Oh, it's way better. It is
I
way
got some of
better.
their drinking chocolate. Like when I sent you the spatula, I mean the
Swatter.
The
This
swatter,
is the first time
yeah.
you've been on the show since you swatted me.
yeah. When I sent you that swatter, I ordered some
Did I tell you that,
drinking
Ralph?
chocolate for myself.
Nah, you didn't tell me about that.
Yeah.
The fucker sent me a giant fly swatter from Amazon.com and said I've been swatted.
That's brilliant. You know, I feel
Yeah.
really bad for Ruckus because he always emails me, messages me, but I like don't ever check my messages on Twitter. So I'm always like, oh shit, he messaged me. I better reply.
Oh, it's okay. Like a lot of people they miss their messages too. I just try and keep in touch with everybody.
Aw, he's so nice. That's why I
All right.
didn't think he was black.
We're down to a minute here. We're down to a minute here because we got to go and Daddy Warpig's got Adam Baldwin. But I wanted to just check with Ruckus real quick and say, Ruckus, you want to stream Gauntlet maybe this weekend? You want to do that?
Yeah, we can do that. Definitely.
All right, so get back on this channel. We'll stream Gauntlet, me and Ruckus, and maybe we'll get Professor wants to, but he's just been up to his eyeballs in work, I guess. So we'll try and do that. Ruckus does have another article, I guess, coming next Monday. You're going to do that every Monday?
Yeah, definitely. Every Monday.
All right, Martial Arts Mondays, and hopefully, Ralph, we got you next week.
Yeah, man, I'll be here.
And Nora, we got you next week?
I'll think about it.
Oh, who cares? Go cook some spotted dick.
Jealous bitch.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Let's everybody jump over to Daddy Warpig's channel, and I want to hear Adam Baldwin. So I appreciate everyone coming on and listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
All right, buddy. See ya.